Honestly, I have no idea what to draw, what to make. It's been forever since I painted. But I was in the mood to paint, so we'll see how it goes. How much? Oh, I remember this. I 3D printed this. Oh, I don't like any of this actually now. I made this like 2 years ago. It's kind of nasty how it turned out. I've been letting this sit out in my house for that long. And my skills have not improved. If anything, it has decreased. I don't know I don't remember the original idea why I made it this way. Do I want to know? Yes. Do I think I'll get a satisfying answer? No. So we will just build up on it. I don't know what I was making here. Nor do I want to know. Because I'm going to choose something different, completely different. From the original style that I was thinking of in my teenage years. Was it teenage years? It was 2 years ago. I have to cut the law stuff. Mostly because I feel like I'm gonna eat up so much that it's kind of gonna be. Ooh, I can make a flower powder with that, can't I? Ooh, maybe leave those lines be like that. Let me try a new style. By style, I mean just let the lines appear. I mean, why not? No, I never tried this before. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be new and exciting. I don't know what I'm making, but it looks cool, so that's all that matters. In my opinion, that's all that I care about. As long as it looks cool, I'm leaving it in. It may look like a humble jumble of mess at the end of the day, but at least I made something, right? I gotta learn how to 3D print again. I forget. I used to know how to CAD. I made this thing with 3D printers, but the last time I did something like this was in high school. I need to relearn how to 3D print. To be clear, I do know how to 3D print. It's just a relearning process. Oh well, it's gonna be fun. And it's not like I don't like that portion. CADing is something I need to learn and always improve upon. And to be fair, honestly, it's probably a way to make a decent chunk of cash. I've seen in my, I think it's very profitable to make something with a 3D printer that you design. You should probably think of doing it, honestly. But you need kind of like, yeah, I probably should do it. Honestly, I'm just making excuses for myself, but honestly. And I'm also making excuses for my lack of doing pottery too. I keep on saying it's not worth it, but it's definitely worth it. Um, oh, that's interesting. That floor panel. One day I should redo pottery. Interesting. It does give an interesting look. I don't like that black clown over there. Just, maybe we can make it do something bright and cheerful. Definitely gonna be a unique piece for sure. Not regular. Yeah, I don't know what it's gonna turn into. But I never put yellow into a sky before. Maybe the color palette will make it interesting. I don't know. Let's just try it. I don't want to see what it'll turn out to be. Turn into. It's just turning into a very interesting green. But the color is all I care about because at this point my painting skills is down in the gutter. So I will have to compensate in one way or another, and my color is how I'm gonna basically compensate my lack of skill. Because why not? It seems like a good idea. So why not do that? Oh, is it visible? Oh well, if it's not visible, sorry. But that's the best I can do. It's only been 6 minutes. Oh, it feels like I've been doing it for a while. Anyway, I don't know what I'm supposed to say here. I'm just gonna yap because I don't know what I'm supposed to say. But yeah, no, world history. I don't know. Could talk about physics, but that's for my textbook section. I don't think you want to hear more physics after all the times I've been engaging in textbook nonsense in my YouTube shorts. I've been saying a bunch of stuff about different mathematical things. To be fair, they're all kind of fun to talk about. But I'm pretty sure at this point you're kind of sick of that. Yeah. Can't wait to. I finally got. I mean, I will eventually talk about it. That's the only thing. Fragmentally interesting. I mean, I don't know what other interesting thing I have in my life than that YouTube and the textbook, honestly. So we'll definitely talk about it, especially since I could talk about other stuff, but lately I've not been doing any of them. Painting is one of them I haven't been doing. Pottery is another I haven't been doing. I haven't been doing any of the arts for a long time lately. I mean, can you blame me? It's class time. Who has time to pay $100 for going to the studio and doing pottery if I make only like one pot because I don't have any more time? Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm having a hard time doing this thing. I think it's stuck and I don't want to break it. What color is this? Red? Why am I trying to... I mean, maybe red would be a good color. I don't know. I told you. Color is what I'm going for this time. Mainly because I suck at painting right now. I haven't painted in like quite a bit of time. Ow, that hurts. I used my teeth to open it. What happened here? This is what happens when you never use paint for like forever. Look at that. That was the reason why it was shitting me. This thing. Oh my god, I'm so weak sometimes. Yeah, why so weak, right? People say that. I don't know why they say that, but I heard that before. Not really sure why that became really popular to say. But, yeah. It's never very intrigued by media anyways. It's late at night also. If you don't know, I'm supposed to sleep right now, but I have the worst sleeping schedule imaginable in the summer. Mainly because I have nothing to do other than making more in my textbook, more on this. I should really do other stuff. Yeah, it'd be worthwhile to do something else. It's an interesting palette. I don't know what I'm doing. I thought red would be cool. It kind of is kind of cool, but I think I'm coloring the wrong space. I think this side should be more red. But maybe having more red over here will help me somehow. I don't think it will, but especially since I made a tree over here that I'm covering because I have no idea why I made that tree. And it looks ugly now. Don't know why. How much time did I spend here? 10 minutes. I'm just double checking the time because I don't know how much space my tablet has to keep all this recording going. Hope it has enough. Keep on going as long as my video is still recording. I probably won't cut any of this, mainly because I'm too lazy to edit this one. It's too dark, too late, and I have other things to do. I did cut a few of my YouTube shorts, although. Yeah, I guess it's called laziness, honestly. I should do it though, shouldn't I? Oh well. Not like. Can you even see that? I don't know. And I should probably care more about myself a little bit, especially since yeah, I eat too much sugar and candy. I think in my career my academic career, I've been drinking soda every day. Fun fact, I get sick a lot because I fucking ate too much soda. Like every single day I ate soda for freshman quarter. Um, and to a point that some of my friends were actually concerned for me, which is kind of funny. My dorm mates were concerned about that. Um, should not be a funny thing. Then I switched to diet mostly, but still my body I think cannot handle that much because I got sick like 3 times last quarter. Actually 4 times because I got sick multiple times, which is kind of weird. But it was all thanks to that fucking fudging sugar I ate. Oh, that's so funny. It actually looks pretty good, honestly. I didn't think that would look good, but it does look good, so I love it now. No, that's shocking. I didn't think it would look good. Even though I was doing it, I was like, okay, it'll look okay, but not great. Okay, but maybe putting red over here actually has some merit to it. I just never noticed that red has that quality to it. Yeah. Oh, I did not know that. I like the color. I didn't think I like it, but I like the color. Maybe having some. Maybe having some. I don't know why it's a good idea to do this, but why not? I mean, it's a painting. Not sure if that was a good idea. Let's have some white to it. I'm not sure. Maybe a new one over here. New fan brush. Probably a good idea. Well, it's kind of buff. It doesn't matter. I'm just doing it as long as it look good. I couldn't care less about which brush I use, right? I shouldn't really care about the brush. Oh, I never did this technique before. Oh. Wow. The funny thing is, the more I say that I don't use technique, I mean, I lack of skill, so I'm experimenting a little bit, the better my painting becomes from somehow, which is quite a oxymoron, but it does always happen. Like, I would never do this in the past when I thought my skills were improving, but now that I know my skills are decreasing, I'm going reckless, and it looks better than before paintings I did before, which is quite hilarious. But I love that about myself, so. Oh wow, that looks interesting. I did not know how that effect. I like that effect. I did not expect that effect to actually show up. Also, my camera is kind of garbage at picking up color, so good luck with that. It probably looks like a smushy landscape to you guys, and this is where this was covering it. So I don't know how well it looks to you. Probably looks like garbage, but you know, it's my garbage, so it's beautiful to me. Okay, I'm just thinking maybe we can get a little bit of green over here would be welcome. I haven't used this brush in such a long time. Let's see if I know I still have I still have that same ability. I mean, it's not a hard ability, it's just doing this. The arts. A long forgotten thing that I barely use. And I don't know why people say make your own green. Like I have a hard time like making colors. So I just use the color instead. I think it's way more easier. I don't know why you would want to make your own green. Doesn't seem to be. I don't know. I've always heard YouTube that. I don't know what to say to that. Like make your own green, huh? I mean, I just want to use the green that I'm given. I kind of like these patches, so I'm just gonna keep them alive. I don't know why, but why not? I mean, they look good, in my opinion. I don't know why I would keep them alive, but I like the texture they bring, so yeah, I don't know why I kept them. But it's interesting, so I'm gonna keep them. Or maybe I should change should flip. Ooh, flip. Change the color orientation. I like that actually. I wouldn't have thought of that in the past, but why not? I mean, like, it's perfectly sane to do. Yeah, all I'm doing is just this. As you can see, just that way. And just grabbing my fan brush and just doing that. Never thought I would say that's a good technique, but I'm just doing this. Basically just doing this, and I'm shocked that it works so well. I did not expect it to work well. Oh wow, it works really well. Maybe I can blend these two areas a little bit. I don't like this black strip at first, but maybe it's a good thing. Maybe it can give some background texture that's different from the other places. I didn't think of it that way, but it sounds like it's giving a texture that I couldn't give earlier, so I kind of like it now. I didn't expect that, but well, there you have it. A beautiful way to use that place. I didn't expect that. Cool. Oh, I'm getting tired in my arm. But and I don't like how it's mushed over here. Well, I'll have a different color to come back to it later, so it's not really a big worry in my opinion. I don't know why we have like an apocalyptic background, but right now we have something like that. Totally unintentional. I didn't even think about that. Maybe subconsciously thought about that, but no. I just thought about different colors and just chose red for some reason. Is it effective? I mean, it looks okay. I don't really know why it looks okay. I just chose a good color in my arsenal, and I thought, okay, we'll use that. Oh, and also the orange one looks like lava, which I didn't expect that, but that's an interesting observation I had. Yeah, that looks like it has some oomph to it now. Not sure what this bridge owner was thinking, or whatever this place is. Actually, I don't know what this place is. This place looks like a nowhere man zone, to be honest with you. Yeah. Let's bring some blue back, maybe a little bit, a touch of white, and to I don't like how... Oh, I don't like that little bulb over there now. So I need more white. Oh. Oh, this brush is kind of hard as rock. I don't know what I used this in the past, but this is now just a hard rock candy. Oh, this is... I should probably throw that away, honestly. But I'm not. Oh, what is here? Bunch of other brushes. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I don't know. Kind of like that. Okay. So maybe I can bring that texture somewhere. I don't know. I don't know. It looks okay. So interesting. I forgot about this way of drawing. A little bit of coral I can make. Okay, maybe it's too much. I don't like how it's a little bit too... Oh, I like that though. Okay, we can definitely do it like this. We definitely can make some texture rock. We can definitely do this. The black with some kind of blackish ravine or something. I don't know. Here. Why are we making it so black? Your guess is best as me. I'm not having anything in my brain that makes it special. I'm just doing something and hoping my color like matching is beautiful enough to make it look okay. What else am I doing? Nothing else, pretty much. Maybe we can make some kind of duct or something. I don't know. It doesn't look like anything, honestly. Other than a big landscape for no reason. Maybe I need to make a reason for this to exist. Well, what kind of reasoning could there be for this like big loner place to exist? I mean, let's try to make it a little bit more approachable. I don't like how geometric the boundary is, so maybe a little bit of the black stuff coming in, and then we redraw the green later on once it's dry. The black is dry, to make it feel like it's like the edger. And maybe over here I do some kind of other color. I don't know, like brownish, purplish, whatever color. I don't know. This color looks okay. Mars orange, I don't know. Have I never used this color? Wow, interesting. Oh, wow. It looks a little bit... it looks like a dull... I don't know what to call it. It's definitely not orange. It's more amber. It's definitely not the color I was expecting. Maybe we can make it like a hiking trail, like we have a flat over here, and more like a textured rock. So it kind of feels lived in. I don't know. Kind of feels like a path that someone could theoretically walk, not a big black bulge of nothingness. And that I was going for earlier. And it would make sense then these green things are showing up on the path. Kind of makes sense, everything draws a line. And it makes sense for a little bit of the side to have a little bit of the brown stuff because it's kind of breaking through. Makes sense. We're now making a story, kind of. It's kind of a shenanigans story that I just made up in 5 minutes, but it's something. Yeah, maybe a little bit of an actual orange color because I like that amber. Maybe I need to make it more intense with orange. Oh, that's a good acrylic. I did not know that was a good acrylic. I could tell a good acrylic because of how the texture kind of is. If you know, you know. But basically, if the pigment is basically decent, when it dries, it's basically just gonna dry with the same volume because it's more pigment than water. But I'm not that much of a professional, so I don't really give a crap about that. I mean, that's something that a professional would care about. I am not a professional. That's something that, I don't know, Bob Ross would care about, not me. Me, I just care about having fun for a while and then just forgetting about painting for the next 5 years. No, that's right, for the next 6 months. Coming back home and doing another painting, and then getting my family a little bit pissed because I pre-paint my canvas a little bit like 6 months before, and I come back to it and they're just saying, "Why not finish it? Why?" Well, it's because I have no idea what I'm making here, and we are definitely in the stage of what the hell am I doing here? It's definitely in that stage right now. I'm just making stuff for making stuff's sake. I don't know what I'm doing here with the painting, and I'm just doing something. Honestly, in maybe another life, I would have been a painter if it was profitable, but it's not. And maybe I would have been a artist actually. But yeah, I just considered it a hobby. It's not something I would actively say it was more than a hobby. Because who would say it's more than a hobby? I mean, unless you're a talent beyond measure. I am not a talent beyond measure. I'm ordinary. Everything has happened because of hard work mostly. Even then, it's not always showing the best results. Always, it's always showing a mediocre, maybe even sometimes below, but that's not often too because there's always lazier people around you, and they fill in the void of that other spot. So you're not the most incompetent, but you're never. I mean, you're not. I'm not the. I'm not the most competent in any way, in any form, which I learned the hard way. Anyways, well, that looks pretty good, doesn't it? Oh, you can't really see what I'm doing. I was doing this portion. Uh, maybe next. This is what I'm doing. Okay. I wasn't sure. I did not know you couldn't see it. I mean, and also I'm using a really jinx camera setup, which is awkward. And it's always trying to fall. So it's always like, okay, maybe I should get some tape over here. Yeah, I should probably get some tape. Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna edit this because I'm too dragged down right now. So too lazy. That's what I want to call it, but I'm not lazy. I just don't want to do it. Okay, I'm getting some tape. Okay, it's like, okay, it's kind of working. It's not. Okay, maybe I only do one. Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah, that's beautiful. That kind of works. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. I'll show you the whole piece when it's done. I kind of like how I set it up. Okay, maybe the yellow is the problem here. I don't really know why I put so much yellow on here. But, not like I can fix. I mean, I can fix it right now. And a bunch of green and yellow. Yeah, I probably will do it. I mean, what's harming me from changing a few things over there? Maybe the yellow actually gives it some uniqueness. I don't know. Maybe it does. Maybe I need to put more yellow, more color, instead of trying to make it so mute in one note. Okay, I changed my mind. We're putting more yellow into here. Convincing myself that will make a better piece. I have no idea if it will, but I'm just convinced it will. So, yeah, I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just grabbing some paint and doing it. Everyone is mediocre, is what I want to say, but there's some exceptional people in the world. There's always some exceptional people. And why am I not using the fan brush? I kind of like the non-fan brush. Well, I didn't know it made another texture. Maybe the secret of this is making like tons of different texture everywhere, and hoping that it will fill in the whole place. Maybe is that's the thing I'm missing here. I forget, but there might be a reason why I'm supposed to use different brushes to make different texture. I mean, it looks better, doesn't it? I mean, I think it does. Okay, I think I'm wrong here. Yeah. Yeah, I've been neglecting my art side for a while. Very much a long time. So, yeah, I should probably get back to some more art. I enjoyed this, but I enjoy matte more, to be fair. I enjoy everything. To be fair, there's nothing I don't enjoy in the many things I do, except for some sports, because I never got into sports, honestly. Don't know why. Never considered why. But there was a start feeling that I never liked some sports for some reason. All my parents kept. I mean, maybe it's I don't know. Oh, that looks awful. Honestly, back to the fan brush. I think the fan brush was the best, and I'm being a fool here. Um, Trying another technique when obviously the fan brush was the best. Fortunately, it's no longer dry. A fan brush works the best when it's dry, in my opinion. But that was my opinion quite a while ago. Maybe it's different now. So let's try it with a different sense of, I don't know. Well, actually, it doesn't seem bad when it's wet. Gives a extra texture, in my opinion. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let me give me some red also, because that looks too one note. Looks like everything is dragging onto that one place. But maybe that's the whole reason I make this thing. Maybe I need to drag it to that one place because that's the focal point, and you kind of want to have some kind of focal point. Maybe I do want some of the focals over here. I don't know why the black is coming in. I don't like that. No, maybe it's a good thing the black comes in. Maybe the black is what I'm missing over here a little bit in these threads. Like the black is what I miss. Oh yes, that is what I'm missing over here. I'm missing the black over here. Ah, I did not expect that. That's radical. I didn't expect that. Okay, I'm missing the black in these places. These places need a little bit of black. Huh, interesting. And then I can cover up all the black stuff like this. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Did not expect that at all, in my opinion. That is shocking. I did not expect that to be the missing piece of the puzzle there. That is interesting. Anyways, we're moving on now. But yeah, that was shocking. That was truly unexpected. I know in the camera you can barely see anything, so it looks better in my Actually, this looks like one of my better pieces now that I did that. Oh my god, I thought this would be worse, but I'm pleasantly surprised with the new techniques I'm learning over here. Huh. Goes to tell you just making yourself unskilled a little bit and make yourself go back a little bit helps you a little bit, I guess. I don't know. I'm shocked, but it's working, so I'm not stopping. So maybe a little bit yellow here. Anyway, I know this YouTube video won't get any views. This is definitely not because I'm chatting like crazy. There's no way uh, all the chats is good for people to actually look at. There's no way, absolutely zero chance. But anyways, I've been yapping forever. I don't know what I've even talked about, honestly. Half the stuff I probably said was not probably me just spouting out nonsense all over again, which is kind of true. I always say nonsense. Usually about math and physics, but this time I'm not, which is a shocker for more than one reason. Um, yeah. Oh, there's too much. I mean, maybe that color is good there. Well, it looks interesting. It very much looks desolate, that's for sure. It looks almost like a dreary, lifeless body of nothingness, that's for sure. Um, with a, I mean, in real life, the colors are more popping, so I don't know what the camera. I need to buy a better camera system, but I'm too lazy and I'm not. I'm broke, so I'm not gonna buy it. Um, yeah, if I'm broke though. There's no way. And have you seen the economy right now? There's no way I'm gonna do that with the economy being shit. That's for sure. Yeah. But anyways, what nonsense was I talking about? I have no idea. Probably was talking nonsense after nonsense after nonsense. Probably forgot what I was talking about. Anyways, hopefully some of it is captured on YouTube. Um, some of the good parts. I don't know if the bad, probably mostly bad. But hopefully. Oh, I messed up here. I'm talking about my painting here at the bottom, which your camera cannot see. All because I am an nincompoop and didn't think about the angle correctly, but I'm not buying a stand because I'm cheap as hell when it comes to non-educational stuff and regulation thing. I'm cheap as fuck. I'm not willing to spend more. I mean, I'm not cheap. I mean, the paintings are interesting, but I'm not what you'll say. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh, 3D printing. I really want to do that again. Makerspace. I hope I make that my second home soon. I have a makerspace in school, in my school, but I haven't been making that my second home yet. I really want to do it. I really want to make that my second home next quarter. I want to abuse it so much to make as much stuff there. You probably can make a unofficial business there and sell stuff online. I am honestly serious. You could probably do it. I'm actually. Oh wait, that could be something. Honestly, probably a lot of students are doing that for the first year because it's like a whole entire 3D center. 3D center. There's like so many of those printers. They probably are doing that constantly, and there's no rule against it. So I'm pretty sure they should. They are probably thinking about it. Oh, maybe I should buy into that and start doing some of that shenanigans. Okay, that's interesting. Anyways, yeah, yeah. I could go to politics, but that would be nonsensical. Why would I, a man that doesn't know much about politics, talk about politics? The only thing I know is that as a kid, I was unsure, but yeah, now I know which side I should be going to. I will say one guy is very tricky. I believe that Bernie Sanders is correct, honestly. But I will say that if you don't, I mean, I got tricked by a certain person too. I forgot his name. No, Ben. Someone named Ben. Ben. And I'm bad with names, honestly. Sometimes, if I want to forget them, I always try to forget their names or something. That's how my brain works for some reason. I don't know. Even if I want to know them, my brain sometimes doesn't click until like. I try to memorize them eventually. That's for sure. Especially if they're my coworkers or something. I think in the end I did know most of their names when I was in Cosmos. But anyway, well, let's talk about politics now. I was talking about something with politics. I don't know. I think Bernie Sanders is definitely correct. The rich people are the major problems most of the time. There's no such thing as a trickle down economics, that's for sure. But I will also, I mean, but that doesn't mean there isn't any responsibility to you to do something about it, about your work standards and everything, which I learned too. Um, but yeah, that's something I learned. Okay, my trees are awful right now. Okay. I wasn't expecting my tree to be this awful, but that was god awful. Maybe I can save it. Oh, what was I talking about being tricked? Yes, I got tricked by Ben. She know that Ben, the that guy in the right wing guy when I was in high school. I was very much tricked by him. Is the thing about him is that he talks very very fast, which you can get tricked easily. But the trick is all he says is nonsense. There's nothing factual about him, and yeah, that's why I chose to believe in Bernie Sanders again. I was originally Bernie Sanders in middle school, then and then I got tricked by Ben, and then came back to Bernie Sanders near the end of high school, and then in college, my belief in Bernie strengthened because like-minded people, usually the smartest people I've met, also had similar beliefs to me. So that was beautiful. By that I mean like you know the really smart people usually have the same outlook, which I find it strange when people say like I'm too smart for like mainstream media to trick you. Then they go into a rabbit hole and they believe in flat Earth theory or something weird. But well, the thing I find odd is that they actually believe that stuff. Like, why? Why? I'm talking nonsense again. More politics stuff, but yeah. Why do you not believe in basic science sometimes? And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, oh, making a big problem over here. Yeah, I'm taking nonsense, but it's true sometimes. Anyway, I don't know. I keep on talking about nonsense, but yeah. Anyway, I think Bernie Sanders is right. Uh, well, yeah, and no, I wonder why less people believe in him, but believe in a man that will believe in reckless tariffing on people. But yeah, I would have gotten tricked by I got uh honestly I probably would have gotten tricked by him again if it wasn't for um someone snapping reality back into me a little bit. Yeah. One thing I'll say funny is that if you ever met a I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm talking about nonsense at this point. I'm not gonna edit this, so it's gonna look awfully weird. I don't know. I'm thinking in painting, so I'm just thinking of nonsense. At the end of the day, no one's gonna watch it, so we're all good. I don't think anyone's gonna watch this. It'll be awfully weird if someone watches this and they hear stuff. Um, yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. Uh, so I guess I could talk about more political ideas I think about, but what's the point of talking about it? I always wonder. But one thing I'll say is the far right is more dangerous than the far left. The far left only has people that think they're toasters, basically, and people that scream but do nothing other than that. Like the vegan person, they're not gonna harm anyone. But the far right are fascist, basically. So and you think that they're not really fascist, but they are fascist if you think about it. I mean, look at that guy in Jubilee. Definitely not giving the right wing a good look. Also, look at the what's the word? Aftermath. Basically, look at the right wing and see that no one's mentioning that guy that talked about they're fascist. If I were in that party and I was like a speaker, like a real speaker, like had like Ben Shapiro, that's I would probably denounce that guy in Jubilee that said I'm a fascist, just to make sure that people didn't believe they're fascists. But none of them actually responded, which makes me think they actually like the idea of being a fascist, which is interesting. I never really considered that, but yeah. But then again, the left has another problem of being weak on crime. Like if you look at the whole database of I don't want to say it the P word, or people that does inappropriate act with cupcakes. If you think about it, a lot of the actions that they let go, like in the left, they don't punish those crimes hard enough. But then again, the right doesn't punish them either. Look at Epstein Island. That was like a huge mess, but no one cared about. Um, yeah, I should probably stop talking. Why am I still talking? You know, one day my big mouth will get me in trouble, and I know it. I know I will. And luckily, I'm making a video that probably not a lot of people watch, so there's not a big problem here. Although the editing of this would be awful. So I'm probably not gonna edit this. I'm just gonna probably put it raw, and hopefully, I mean, I don't think many people want to watch this stuff, so I'm good. Yeah, and yeah, that's why I'm not really paying attention to how I say it, because I mean, who cares about what I say? There's no point in like no one's gonna watch this, so at least I don't think they are. There's no point to really. Oh, I should probably talk about that Charlie Kirk thing just because I can. I think that Charlie Kirk guy, what happened to him with his debt, was a tragic. That was no one should die for just saying for basically even if they are brainwashing, even if you believe they're brainwashing people, killing people. But then again, it was a Republican that killed another Republican. So I can't even. I don't know what to say to that. If you don't know that the guy that was found was a Republican, so I don't know what to say to that. If it was political virus, I would have thought it would be another. It would be a opposite side, but it's a Republican on a Republican crime. So I don't know what to say to that. I don't really know. Again, I don't know much about the right wing, so anymore. I used to watch it more closely, but yeah, that was intriguing. I must say, I was a little bit shocked by that event happening. I wasn't expecting that to happen, but now that it happened, it's kind of I don't know what to say. As you can see, I'm just talking and painting, so I'm stuttering and not saying. I mean, I always stutter, but I'm stuttering more and repeating myself like 12 times, which is going to happen often. If you don't want to see that, then just skip around. I don't know. Don't watch me. I don't know. But honestly, there's not many people watching me anyway, so we should be good. If you're still watching me, then alright, wonderful. I'm talking about nonsense all day, so um, yeah, that looks good. That looks decently better. Um, yeah, any type of extremism is pretty bad. In all honesty, it's like eating too much of one thing is always gonna cause some problem. If you eat too much of like, if you eat too much, I don't know, vegetables, you're still gonna have too much vitamins in one side, and I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Doesn't really matter. It's not. Oh, imagine that. Imagine if people actually watch this video, they would just say, "Okay, Darren. Okay, you're talking a lot." But to be fair with you, there's a fair reason I'm just talking about nonsense politics because politics I don't know why I'm talking about it. There's no real reason for me to say more than I have to. Um, because it's fun. I don't know. The color definitely brought this back to life, but this place over here still feels hollow and empty. Maybe it's supposed to be like that, but it's not. I'm making it hollow and empty. I am not sure. One time in my, I'm not saying it. Um, I mean, no one's watching it, so it's fine. The loans on students, when you go to college, it's kind of insane if you think about it. Yeah, I will say it. The interest rate is insane. Like you get interested like a lot for even living here. So I am dreadfully shocked at how much I have to pay for going to college. And you you would imagine that the country should pay for education, because the first wave of civilization boosting into the grand stage is education. After that, it is everything else. It is economy and everything else. And in reality, the economy should serve the people. So I don't understand the idea of not using the economy to serve the people. I think economy should be used to serve humanity, humans, and not serve the rich. Um, and then that's not a hard take, right? I don't know why it should be a hard take. Am I just gaslighting myself and this is not a hard take and everyone actually believes it? And I'm just an idiot that never saw that with other people? Probably, honestly. One thing I learned is that I'm an idiot for a lot of stuff. I'm not the smartest. I'm not. I'm not that dumbest, but I'm not the smartest. I'm definitely not the wisest. And I do definitely make mistakes all the time. I definitely am moderately okay because I surround myself with enough smart people. Don't turn dumb, but definitely not the smartest man in the jar. That's for sure. But yeah, the smartest people I ever met in college are all basically uh, in a liberal direction. So I think there's a reason why all the smart people are going to the liberal direction, and because of that, I think yeah, you get what I'm trying to say, right? There's no way in hell that 90% of people are wrong. Like the smartest people that you ever meet are all like leaning left and all talking about that this is bad. And you should kind of look at them and say, okay, maybe I am wrong. If I'm not, but then again, people have the right to believe in clown theory. So I don't know. I don't know. They believe in their savior of the Lord. They believe in their savior, right? Their true God is Trump, right, or something like that. I don't know. Uh, they got insane. I mean, they should be the party of physical responsibility, but they are definitely not during that recent age. They're a party of fanatics at this point. They're more likely a cult or something. Yeah, they kill each other for no reason. Don't understand why they killed each other. Still don't understand why why a person of his stature that's basically in love with the almighty dear leader, as they call it, uh, uh, you know, I don't know, killed a supporter of that dear leader. I don't understand. I'm talking about that shooter. I don't understand. The Trump shooter is also Republican, just so you know. I don't understand them because they claim to love their own base, but in my opinion, they keep on doing weird stuff, I must say. Killing their own leader, I don't know. Maybe that's just the American way. I don't know. I have no idea. Because think about the the assassination of Trump. That was a Republican. Um, the assassination of Charlie Clerk. That was a Republican too. It's always a Republican and MAGA person that kills with the political virus. Look at the lawmaker and their husband dying. There was a Democratic lawmaker. Maybe it's actually not the Republican, but maybe the racist people. I don't know, because if you think about it, it might be the racist people that are actually, you know, causing the killing. Not sure really, but it could be one of those. I have no idea. Oh, sorry about that. I'm making a video. What? Yeah, I'm making a video. Alright, anyways, I'm babbling. I forgot to turn off the stair lights. That's happened. I don't know why I forgot to do that. And that was my, I mean, anyways, what was I again? Making this piece work. Oh, maybe that black had a reason to be there. Or maybe it didn't. Maybe we should expand here because this portion over here looks bald over here. Yeah, maybe I should make it more, you know, digitally colorful over here. It's already an hour long. I don't know. I'm definitely not shortening any portions of this. So what you get is what you get. Um, okay. I'm not shortening the video, that means. So whatever disturbance that happens, you're just gonna have to listen to all of it if you want to watch it. I'm pretty sure most people are just gonna turn it off as soon as they see that 1 hour video. I don't have the patience anymore, and no one really has the patience in 2020. It's a TikTok brain rot, basically. Man, AI and TikTok brain rot. AI, I feel like is manageable because I feel like it is more like a tool. It's like the internet. They think it's gonna break the whole world. It's not. It's gonna break the world for a couple of years, and then they'll realize they need the coders back. They need intelligent people back, and they need workers for their farms and making food. And then trade jobs are gonna be okay, mainly because of their need for them. There's no way that people are gonna just say they don't want electricity anymore, and farmers are gonna be okay. It's unless BlackRock takes over. I have a bad feeling about BlackRock's, honestly. They give me the spooky jookies a little bit. Ugh. Oh, that reminds me, in high school in history class, I trolled this teacher. I trolled this teacher by by acting like a crazy person. The reason I did that was because it was funny. I shouldn't have done that, but most of the students in my class probably thought I was an insane wacko. But yeah, in high school I did that one time. Because it was online and I wanted to troll people, I pretended to be like a crazy maniac that believed in a ridiculous shit. That I would never say in person, but I was basically a crazy person in that class. I think it was was it world history? I don't remember. It was a yeah. I should have done that. I feel bad for that professor. Not teacher, because he was in high school. I don't do that anymore, but I used to do that in high school. But yeah, yeah. Let me just make that clean. Uh, I'm partially joking about that one. I was just a crazy kid. I was not the best kid. Let me just say that in middle school too. I used to turn off people's uh not saying it. I feel embarrassed to say it, but one day I probably will share the story. I used to act out in middle school. Basically, I was insane. I was uh, mentally weird. I guess I don't know, but I will say I was not the best student in middle school. That's for sure. What changed me? I have no idea. Probably just a wake up call in the end of the day. You do stupid shenanigans in middle school, and it goes away. I don't want to go into more detail because I'll sound like a maniac, honestly. And in elementary, I'll sound like an even more maniac. I used to, I was a psychotic kid, that's for sure. I mean, I think most kids were, but I don't know if I was a normal, average kid. Imagine when you were younger that you thought eating humans were okay. Yeah, that was like elementary school me. I don't know why, but my brain said, "Why is it wrong to eat other not eat other animals, but eat humans taboo?" I don't know what my brain was thinking, but obviously there's a difference from eating animals and eating humans. Humans have intelligence and have a cognitive, oh my god, that looks awful. But a cognitive like thing, and it's evil to do because we are a human race. So it's disgusting to even think about that now. But yeah, I don't know. Kids are awful, man. I think if you know anyone can think of a story of a kid being awful and talk about it, and people would believe it because I think in elementary school there's a lot of awful kids in elementary. Yeah, and I will include myself in it. Mentally crazy people, I guess. That they just grew out of it as they grew older. I don't know what changed people like me in elementary school when they thought things like that. Uh, no. I still vividly remember it because I hate myself sometimes for even thinking about that in the past now that I'm a grown up that actually has a 2 cents and knows that other people have actual feelings and actual thing. Yeah, feel bad for it every time I think about it now. I feel bad for a lot of people, so I don't know. I think I was partially crazy myself, so I don't have a, what's the right word? Um, I don't think I have the. I should be the one that judges other people because I should not be judging other people when I was a crazy kid back then. Still am, but just less crazy. Maybe crazier in a good way is the right way to say it, because yeah, yeah. There's two things I like in life: is physics and math, and then the arts, basically. I guess that makes me a Libanace lover more than anyone else because Libanace was smart in everything. So I think if I were to meet a famous historian, Libanace, I can never say his name correctly, but I can never say anyone's names really correctly always. So I don't know what's wrong with me on that one. But if you look at my previous job and asked him, could you name someone there? Um, you just asked my boss in summer Cosmos RA last year. They will tell you I was bad at naming people. Yeah, I gotten better at it. Socially, I'm still stunted. I think, which is kind of weird. You would imagine you would be no longer socially stunted, but every time I have a conversation, I feel like I am. I just don't want to talk sometimes, which is weird. It's like a social battery that's leaking out. But at the same time, other times I love talking. I talk forever, and then I I gain more social battery as I talk. So it's kind of weird. I have both. People say they're introverts and extroverts. Well, I can be both. So I am weirded out by that. I don't know about you, but I am both. I can do both, like extrovert, introvert. It just depends on the day, and I'm just like, Okay, that's not what other people say is that there are, so I don't know what to say about that. From time to time, I just feel like that's why I think some labels are weird. I don't know what to say when I feel that way. So I'm definitely not an extrovert, and I'm definitely not an introvert, because I don't act like those two sometimes. I act like in between sometimes, or sometimes I go to one extreme, and the other extreme is not what I choose, and then I don't know I need water because I need to clean that. And I'm purposely doing this at night because then my voice becomes lower than normal. And with lower voice, I can talk without feeling like I'm talking over my voice a little bit less. And I think it gives a better sleep feeling. I don't know. But definitely no one's gonna actually watch this whole video, so I'm fine. If people are actually starting to watch my video, I need to calm down my language because I can't be saying things like I believe in Bernie Sanders. Because think about it, I don't think the world is ready for what do they call it, a democratic socialist. Um, they'll just say it's not it's what do they call it? Don't they call it something? Communism. They just put down communism. And, oh yeah, don't be a communist. Yeah, they're just gonna think, oh, communist is a big word, and leave me to the depths of, like, I don't know, the ground, Tartarus. Yeah. I find it funny. They say that the right is being oppressed, but they're not. We're in a capitalist society. How can they? There's no. You could talk about the thing and not lose their job, definitely, in my opinion. While if you talk about actual socialist ideals, you probably would be arrested and detained and not thrown in jail, but probably blacklisted from the industry. Like, I would not be surprised if they they you know they don't want a union. Okay, they don't want a good union, and they don't want people to fight back. I mean, why would they? Think of people in power. Do you want a worker that fights back and makes independent solutions from your thing? They just want drone workers. Think about it, and that's why it's hard. They want to get rid of our brains. I think our AI is trying to do that because if they actually get AI working, they only need unexperienced workers. They don't need the brainiacs anymore, basically turning everyone into a slave. Uh, yeah, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I'm talking too much. I'm definitely spouting out too much. I mean, I love math and science, and I love art, and I think this piece is one of the better ones I've made so far. I like it. Now, with the leftovers, I always do this. I grab another one of these, and I make a new piece, just because I can. I shovel this. I just grab this. Let me show you. Grab this blank piece. I grab the spatula and I smear it and start to draw out a new one. And that's because next time I come here, I have a new painting to do. Finish. Mom doesn't like it because I leave a painting, and it feels like I'm never gonna actually finish it. But I will finish it. It just takes me a long time. But yeah. Do I do primers and all that fancy stuff? No. I just don't like doing fancy stuff. Does that mean it'll last less longer? Probably. Do I care? Yeah, I do. I do care about the longevity of my pieces, but at the end of the day, it's for fun. So if it doesn't bring me fun, then what are you doing? And doing all that fancy stuff doesn't make me have fun with art. So yeah. I mean, there are definitely ways to save my artworks more permanently. Probably like in a case, airtight. I don't know, but that's just in case I become famous for some reason. But I don't think I will, so I'll leave that to someone else to do. Yeah, I always do this with my end pieces. It can be something. I don't know. It can be something. I just leave a base for future, and then just leave it for me to deal with in the future and say, what can this possibly be? What can I make this into? What kind of creative mind do I have to make this puzzle into something beautiful later on? Anyways, yeah, that's for future me to worry about. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. We're done. It took me 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's pretty good. Usually takes like 3 hours to finish one of these. So yeah, that's my finished piece. Beautiful, right? I can now stop recording.